Everyday people working to make our neighborhoods a better place to live by doing what they love. Hoosiers creating systemic change in their communities, going above and beyond by volunteering and helping those in need. These are the stories of everyday people making extraordinary differences. They're this year's recipients of the Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good.
Welcome to the WRTV Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good special. WRTV is honored to celebrate Hoosiers who take loving, caring, and serving others across our state to a new level in their own way. At WRTV, we are always working for you and working for good. It's why we recognize those that work alongside us in our mission to make life better right here in Central Indiana. As you're watching the inspiring stories of our Jefferson Award winners, we hope it will encourage you to nominate someone in your life. It could be a parent, a coworker, a pastor, or your neighbor that excels in community service. Help us recognize their hard work at WRTV.com/Jefferson Awards. One major believer of the power and value of community is our general manager right here at WRTV. Please welcome Lana Durbin-Scott. Lana?
Thanks, Mark. I am grateful for WRTV's partnership with Multiplying Good because it allows our team to showcase Hoosiers passionate about giving hope to our community. Whether it's supporting veterans or helping homeless teens, volunteering to help the in-need all across Central Indiana, extraordinary acts of service are happening around us every day. My sincerest thanks to Citizens Energy Group for their continued support of this important program. I hope you are as inspired as we are by the stories you're about to see.
Each month, WRTV hands out the prestigious Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. The award recognizes a person who stands out for their efforts to improve their community. Jill Fuel is a woman who dedicates her life to continuing her family's legacy of service.
So the Homeland panel, we took all the elements. We've got the Wabash River, we've got the corn.
With yellow flowers in hand to honor Gold Star families.
It's hard to quantify all the families affected.
Jill Fuel shows me one of the projects she's most proud of.
It took about 4.5 years from start to finish.
Located in the Indiana War Memorial's historic district in downtown Indianapolis, the Indiana Gold Star Families Memorial Monument honors families and the legacy of their loved ones who paid the ultimate sacrifice serving our country. The monument was dedicated on May 1st, 2021. Jill was the project leader.
My cousin, Andrew St. John, was killed in a training accident in Fort Hood. So, you know, I do it for him. I do it for my former husband who served in Vietnam. I never called myself a Gold Star wife, but, you know, if it weren't for his service, he wouldn't have passed so soon. He passed at 60.
Jill comes from a military family. Her father, uncle, and son served as well. In 2015, she started the organization Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans.
Jill is the Energizer Bunny on steroids. She is always got projects that she's working on continuously, and she works all the time. She always does it with a smile. She's very gracious, and she's driven to help others.
Because of her drive to help veterans, Gordon Smith, a veteran service officer for Marion County, nominated Jill for the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good.
So Jill, you were honored for the work you do in the community for veterans all across the state. So we want to present to you the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. This is for all your hard work and your dedication to the community.
Aww.
She does more for veterans than, like I say, a lot of the veterans in the veterans community space. And it's really rewarding to be able to have someone like this that I could have been able to nominate to bring to the table to let other people know that there are individuals and you don't have to be a veteran to help.
Jill's latest effort to help veterans is centered around these books, the Indiana Vietnam Vets Gift. Inside, Vietnam veterans tell their stories in their own words. With the help from a $250,000 grant from the Lilly Endowment, Jill created this outreach program to honor and give thanks to Indiana Vietnam veterans.
We want to make sure that they know how much they're loved and appreciated, if they didn't know already. And some, they have never heard those words, welcome home. So when we present these gifts of honor to them, you know, they're finally coming home with gratitude.
Since receiving the books last year, Jill's organization has held 85 events in 41 different counties throughout the state, ultimately presenting more than 6,000 gifts to Vietnam veterans.
Traveling across the state with that project and just meeting all these veterans, it's just like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is really gratifying personally.
Jill is also focused on connecting Vietnam veterans to benefits at events held across the state. She says the Indiana Department of Veteran Affairs estimated there's about 120,000 Vietnam-era veterans living here in the state, and only about half of them are receiving the benefits they earned.
A dynamic community leader serving up hope and meals to people right here in central Indiana. She shares the secret sauce that keeps a tradition on its tracks. Every year, turkey and mashed potatoes are served to thousands. What's also on the menu? Love, kindness, and compassion. This Jefferson Award Multiplying Good recipient has been feeding people and souls for years.
All right. Tabernacle, our first satellite. How many meals are we doing today?
Stephanie Sanders is a ball of energy.
How long have you been here? 8 o'clock? I still need you to hold on. Thank you, guys. All right, where are we over here? We need some more chicken. That gravy's looking good. All I need is a biscuit. The stuffing man is getting it together.
I feel good. I want to just jump up and down.
I can jump up and down with you, yeah. But that's the way I feel, and especially today, to see all the people that have come out to help. What's the name of this group?
Iota Phi Theta.
I didn't hear you.
Iota Phi Theta.
One more time.
Iota Phi Theta.
All right, thank you. Woo-woo!
She's driven,
Thank you, guys.
determined to complete a daunting mission.
Did you ever think of not doing this? Did you ever think?
No.
COVID was mean and deadly. Inflation, you had to go from turkey to chicken, and there were some changes. You ever think, you know what, let's just take a break?
No, never a break. Never a break. Because food insecurity is number one. When you're hungry, you're hangry. And we want to eliminate that. So I never thought, and as long as I'm breathing and able, I will continue this mission to feed the hungry, to fulfill Moselle Sanders' legacy in feeding the hungry.
51 years.
Woo-woo! 51 years, and still rolling.
The Reverend Moselle Sanders started the tradition of feeding people on Thanksgiving. A few dinners grew into thousands. He passed away in 1988, passing on the baton to his son Roosevelt, who died in 2010. At one point, the annual event was making more than 40,000 meals. The numbers were cut during COVID, but no matter how you slice it, Stephanie has made sure people are fed.
The magic and the secret sauce is the man above, through Christ is how I do this. God is good, and he's good all the time. He motivates me, he pushes me, he helps me, he shows me, I follow. That is the secret sauce, and everybody has it. It's free. You don't have to pay for that.
Every year, she's also managed to bring the current governor and mayor
How's it looking there?
to prepare meals in the kitchen, in theme with the event.
She has no idea.
We placed a Jefferson Award inside a food container, ready to serve it at this moment.
You continue to feed the soul. You continue to feed people. You bring people together year after year after year. It is only fitting that I hope that the governor and the mayor will help me by opening this special compartment on this day. Gentlemen, on this day you will find the official bling. Open it up. It is the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. WRTV is proud to present it to you on this day. Congratulations for all you do for our community. There you go. There we go.
Oh, wow.
We are proud to present her, WRTV, with the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. Congratulations.
I'm a senior citizen, but I'm motivated within. My passion lies within. So that gives me the energy to get up, to move out, to make it do what it do. This was unexpected. I never saw it coming. It knocked me out, and that's a great thing to have people believing in what you do and in you, and they believe in me.
Congratulations to Stephanie, and a shout out to all the volunteers who make feeding tens of thousands of people a success.
He is truly a leader in the trenches, a veteran who has seen war, experienced addiction, and faced personal demons. Now he's leading others to the other side of their struggles. Jose Flores is a man who truly cares for those who have been through what he's been through. Vietnam veteran Jose Flores had no idea we would pop into his vet-to-vet meeting. We sure did surprise him.
Because of the dedication that you've shown to your community, to the way that you have selflessly helped so many veterans in their struggles and their triumphs, WRTV wants to present to you the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. You deserve it.
But to understand how we got to this moment, we have to take you back to a time when Jose Flores thought he could die.
You know, dodging bullets. I was in the 1st Infantry Division, okay, so I saw action all the time, okay? And because we got up there, I'm alive. I should have been dead tons of times.
A soldier fighting in Vietnam, a survivor who lived to fight another war, a personal war on U.S. soil.
I made a decision. I've got to do something. Otherwise, I was going to die. That's all I was doing. I was doing drugs, I was doing alcohol, I was doing everything in the world, you know. I had some real serious issues. My wife and I have been married 50 years. She put up 10 of those years were rough on her, but she stuck with me, you know. So one day I just decided, I went to rehab for 30 days in Chicago, you know, for this, you know, and other issues.
Jose made strides over the years to improve himself, kick his habit, and confront the trauma inside him. And in turn, he would use his experiences to help others like him.
What I enjoy doing is helping veterans.
Jose spearheaded vet-to-vet meetings like this one across the Indy area, a safe space for those who have served in the military to share their experiences, problems, frustrations, and triumphs.
The main thing is that we have veterans only in the group. Only. We're like a family. Someone has an issue, you know, then we discuss it, and they say, well, how can we do this? What can we do? You know, whatever. Like, and have different people that give their opinions and stuff like this, you know, and it works.
And it's helping.
He got me involved about a year ago, and it's been very good for me, very beneficial.
Helping vets like Kurt Hermiting.
He's worked his hind end off, getting this all started. I mean, from nothing to what we have now.
Jose has also mentored countless veterans in the Veteran Court, a program enabling vets with a criminal record or drug abuse issues to complete rehab programs to have their slate wiped clean. He holds them accountable, but also props them up.
I know a lot of people don't know what we're going through. They really don't, you know. It's just like they look at us and they say, what's wrong with this guy? He's goofy, he's crazy, whatever like this, you know. And I tell them, you know, you got to have patience, and you got to have tender love and care for these guys. You don't put them down.
If that's not enough, Jose swings by to give rides, deliver food, furniture, or just lend an ear.
He is very unselfish. If you had to call him at 2 o'clock in the morning and you were having crisis, he would be there for you.
And that's why Jose's fellow vets hoped this medal would be his.
We hoped and prayed he would get it. He deserves it.
Not only is Jose the recipient of the Jefferson Award, we've also learned that he was also part of the Indy Honor Flight. That organization takes veterans to D.C. to see the memorials dedicated to honor their sacrifices. Jose was able to travel with a veteran whom he helped in vet court.
On behalf of everyone at Citizens Energy Group, I offer my congratulations to all of the Jefferson Award winners. Your dedication as public servants is truly inspiring. I also would like to thank our partners at WRTV for the opportunity to sponsor the Jefferson Awards program. Multiplying Good and the Jefferson Awards align with Citizens' emphasis on giving back through volunteerism and investing in the community. We are grateful to Multiplying Good for empowering both tonight's winners and all members of our community to make a meaningful difference through service. As a public trust, we take seriously our responsibility to make the Indianapolis area a better place to live, work, and play. We also have continued to encourage our employees to share their time, talent, and resources. We are proud of the many hours and tireless efforts they have contributed to organizations in our community. Again, I'd like to congratulate and thank tonight's winners. Your efforts truly are making a difference.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Harper, and I just ended my 38-plus career with Citizens Energy Group. I retired as a community and stakeholder engagement manager there, and I had the opportunity to work with multiple organizations for the last 30-plus years. One of the things that I'd say was most influential in my life was my father. My father was the epitome of a servant leader. He was the pastor for the last 30-plus years of his life. Prior to that, he was a young people's leader. I come from a large family. There were 12 of us. And I watched my father give to others his entire life. And it influenced me, and I became a giver. And one of the things I want to talk about is how we can make an impact. People think only one person can make an impact, but this room tells you one person can make an impact, and it multiplies the good over and over and over. I think about my work with child advocates, and there was a young lady at an event that I went to, and they expressed themselves through poetry and art, and she talked about how this person was supposed to be her protector, was supposed to be the one that loved her and nurtured her, but instead he became her abuser. He abused her physically, sexually, mentally. He broke her down. She ran away. She was sleeping in cars. She was finally removed from her home and placed in foster care and was given a CASA through child advocates. That CASA worked with her, listened to her, met her where she was, and made recommendations to the court on what they felt was best for her. She ended up in a loving, nurturing home where she was adopted and she thrived. That is what one person can do. I think about the young lady who's never been able to have an affordable home. Through our work with community development corporations, they're able to now live in a safe, affordable home where they have their utilities, where they are in an environment where they can raise their children safely. So there's all kinds of stories that I could tell you about the impacts that we can all have, but those are just a few. And I would just like to end by saying, continue multiplying the good because one person does make a difference.
Do you know someone going above and beyond to make our community a better place to live? It could be a coworker, a neighbor, or someone in your family. Nominate them today and help us recognize their hard work at WRTV.com/Jefferson Awards.
If you or someone you know needs help paying their Citizens Energy Group bill, help is available. Learn about our Warm Heart, Warm Home Foundation and find other resources at citizensenergygroup.com/help.
Ever wonder who's behind all that information? Here at WRTV, it's a person, a writer, a journalist, sharing all the information you need, like Nicole.
Hi.
She does this.
There are new developments.
And this.
Yeah, I want to show you this.
Or Mark, he's the person behind that post you just liked. We're here every day, typing, talking, texting about the things that matter to you. Search us, download us, follow us. We are so much more than TV. Fall is a breath of fresh, cool air. It fills our senses with smells, sights, pumpkin spice, and everything else nice.
I think of vibrant colors, and I think of comfortable weather. Football, festivals, and fire pits. Roasting marshmallows, like ooey gooiness there.
Even on those wet and chilly days, you can find something to do.
I love to make a pot of chili. Cuddle up with my dogs. With a warm drink in hand and just watching the rain come down.
When you need to know, turn to the WRTV Storm Team.
If you are concerned with paying your bill, help is available. Our team at Citizens Energy Group can help connect you to assistance programs. We all need help sometimes, and at Citizens, we're here to help you.
You don't have to be in those kind of roles to do good deeds and spread kindness.
Give it to me, Chief. What is it?
We are about to surprise Maddie.
Are we doing peace signs?
Plug in to help them.
Wow.
what went into making this decision.
To see people filing out with their hands up was simply chilling.
Your program has made a difference for so many people.
That's a big economic boom.
Why does it mean so much to you?
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Back at you.
Welcome back. You're watching the Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good special on WRTV.
We love showing the positive difference Hoosiers make in our community. Priya Gangwani is making a difference for some of our newest and youngest Hoosier friends with the grassroots projects.
With toys in hand,
It is fun to see them open and look at all the goodies they get.
Priya Gangwani prepares the much-needed goodies and supplies for refugee children who now live in the Hoosier State. It's a gift from the heart, and it's a gift through the Grassroots Projects, a nonprofit organization she co-founded 5 years ago. For Priya, it's a personal mission.
We understand that if you're coming into a new country with not knowing the system and not knowing the language and not having any transportation, especially with children, how hard it is.
Priya moved to America from India as a first-generation immigrant woman who came in as an international student. Immediately, she noticed the barriers these families, and most importantly, the children face. So Priya, with help from community partners and volunteers, provides products and services for immigrant children.
We are going to add a few books.
Families apply to the program through a low-barrier bilingual application, and then they communicate with Grassroots Projects through text to talk about the exact needs the family requires.
We have some new socks, clothing.
The refugee children receive specific items ranging from baby formula and diapers to school supplies and clothes.
I didn't realize it's going to grow this big. We were like, we will help a few families. But as we started, it was just amazing to see the need that exists.
That need's best displayed through the organization's data from 2021. And during the pandemic, the demand took off.
We went from a few packages a year to assisting thousands of children.
The work never stops.
I don't think Priya sleeps.
Volunteers and board members like Lisa Freeman make Grassroots Projects' mission come to fruition.
I know she feels so strongly about the families that we support and assist.
The reaction makes it worth it.
The mothers are just so thankful. They're just happy that they're getting something that they really need.
Nowadays, they drop off the needed supplies at a recipient's door, meaning we surprise Priya with our gift for her after this package delivery.
Priya Gangwani on behalf of WRTV. I'm very proud today to present with you the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. We appreciate all that you're doing.
This is
for
a
the
complete
families.
surprise. This means so much to us as an organization and to me personally.
Yeah, you put so
Thank
much
you
work
for
into this.
the recognition.
It's our gift to recognize the people who make the Hoosier State a more loving and supportive place.
Right now, the Grassroots Projects has two programs. One is the care package delivery we showed you. The other is a sponsorship for refugee children to help them participate in after-school programs like tumbling or swimming classes. For more information on the work Priya and this organization does, go to WRTV.com.
Next, we're honoring Randy Clark, a man who dedicates his time and energy to helping others.
I had people invest in me as well.
Making a difference in people's lives. It's Randy Clark's passion and the focus of his journey and career over the last 16 years.
One of the things that I do with everybody that I work with, regardless of who it is, see them as a person.
Most recently, he worked as the clinical program coordinator at Sandra Eskenazi Mental Health Center, connecting those who have experienced homelessness to supportive services and housing assistance.
Having worked in the homeless field for quite a while, we often become the most stable force in somebody's life. And so recognizing that, showing up daily just to be kind of their support when they don't have it, that's what they need.
This is for the service that you are doing in our community.
The woman who nominated Randy for the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good wants to share just how big of an impact he's made on her life, but since she is a domestic violence survivor, she doesn't want to be on TV. Instead, she wrote this: Randy has been my angel. He makes himself available for me every time, and he has shown me true humanity.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans. My goal, my job was just to help people. That's what I do.
This summer, Randy decided to take on a new role.
When the time is right, you'll know it, and time was right this year.
But his focus on helping people hasn't changed. He now has his own private therapy business located at the Well Community Church in Brownsburg. It's called Rediscover Counseling.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has different things that have impacted them, impacted their lives in ways that maybe subconsciously we don't understand, and a lot of times those reactions come out. So a lot of work I do is geared towards helping people understand and create new habits of relating to other people emotionally.
Randy's former client who nominated him says, in our city we see so much darkness, and Randy is a bright light in the darkest of places.
I'm just humbled by it. I just show up daily to do this work because it's what I've been called to do, and so I'm just humbled by the opportunity to be recognized for it.
The woman who nominated Randy tells me she is considered chronically homeless, but with Randy's help, she's now been in her home for 4 years.
He has navigated state politics, survived a brain tumor, provided a pathway for those struggling with mental health issues. And for one mother, he has given back to her the one person who matters most in her life, her daughter. Swayze. It's a small town. Quiet. Everybody knows everybody. It's the place Tiffany Jager calls home.
For 38 years.
It's where Tiffany has been raising her daughter Kinsey for 13, going on 14 years. But even in this quaint place, Kinsey was in a dark place, battling dark thoughts. It was enough to seriously concern a mother.
She'd been through multiple different medications, nothing was working, and she was getting worse. And, you know, he come along.
He would meet Tiffany during a chance meeting at her job, and she would come to know him as a true angel. Her words.
He's one of the main reasons that I actually have hope in society. He, before I met him, I felt like I didn't really matter. And he just gave me that feeling back and just made me feel known.
He runs a place in Marion, about 20 minutes away from Swayze, called Peak Brain Center, and says the sound wave therapy offered at this facility is exactly what helped to recenter his brain after he had a tumor removed and then suffered a concussion years ago. He is Tim Harris.
Tim Harris, I have to say, because of your generosity, because of the way you not only make a connection with people but aim to help so many, WRTV is proud to present to you this month's Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Are you allowed to shake hands?
Yes, I am.
Tim's own success story with brain sound wave therapy resonated with Tiffany, hoping it would help her daughter. And Kinsey's condition moved Tim to act, offering the treatment for free.
My background's in business and actually politics. I served in the state legislature for a while, did some other stuff. But here I found a way I can help people in a way I never dreamed. And this science helped me literally get my life back. So when you get to that place, hopefully you feel like you want to give back. I certainly feel like I want to give back. So the more people we can help, that's what we want to do.
And it's working. Tiffany has noticed the changes.
Now she is so much better than she was before. She's so much more positive. She's not as depressed. She's just full life again. And that's something that we hadn't seen in years. He gave me the one thing that I didn't think I was going to be able to have, and I appreciate it so much.
Tiffany says that you helped give her back her daughter. In the last 6 months, how has it been watching that progression?
Sorry. Yeah. Give me a second. It does get emotional. When you see her blossom, I mean, when we first saw her, she was so numb because the stuff that's happened with her, the brain just shuts down, so you can't. It does that to protect you, so you can't feel anything. She's not who she was then. We didn't know her before, but we love her, and we just love to see her happy. She comes in, she smiles, she laughs. She didn't used to do that. So that's pretty rewarding.
Honestly, he's like the best hug. It's feel like if he's the definition of your first hug. I feel like like if that was in a person.
Tim has waived the cost to help several families in his community with treatment, saying he wants to help as many people as possible, even if they don't have the means to pay. Tim is also holding meetings with the Department of Child Services, hoping to offer help to children in foster care.
We encourage you to nominate someone in your life that excels in community service. Help us recognize their hard work at WRTV.com/Jefferson Awards.
Needing help to pay a bill is quite common. That's why Citizens Energy Group helps connect customers to assistance programs. Visit our website to find resources or call our customer support to discuss payment arrangements.
Look at me, ignore the camera.
Do you mind if you get close?
I'm Nicole Griffin with WRTV.
So I'm going to turn the camera around here and see if I can get a little closer look.
I love that. We can get him mic'd up whenever he's ready.
Here's how the Sanchez's work from home. I've got a camera in my entryway. My husband out in the snow, ready to go live.
WRTV at 6 o'clock.
What does it mean to the general public? What does it mean to the taxpayer?
Oh yeah, this is work. I'm getting paid to be here.
How about that sunshine? Right there.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Journalism, I think, is right for me.
Almost there.
I will not be a Carmel firefighter anytime soon. All right, I think we're good.
Well, you go, girl. I'm excited.
That's awesome. That shows the relationship.
Who's enjoying it more, you or the dog, the sunshine?
Can't wait to hear more about it.
Do you feel that? That pulse? We're a city with a lot of heart. This is our home.
We are in a time of incredible transformation.
Inside Indy is a nightly reminder that our city is filled with the experiences, progress, and people we are proud of.
Stories with one purpose: to connect, to learn, to have candid conversations about what's happening inside Indy. Explore with Megan Shin as she discovers the heart of the 317. Inside Indy at 7 p.m. Get the news you want on your schedule 24/7 for free. Just search WRTV on your favorite streaming device for live local news and weather.
Plus, look at all of this exclusive on-demand content from WRTV. Just hit the back button and stream on your schedule.
It's all free, no subscription needed.
Search us, download us, follow us. We are so much more than TV.
If you or someone you know needs help paying their Citizens Energy Group bill, help is available. Learn about our Warm Heart, Warm Home Foundation and find other resources at citizensenergygroup.com/help.
Welcome back to the Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good special on WRTV.
A Whiteland nonprofit that serves foster families celebrates a new place to call home. I got the chance to surprise the executive director of Resources of Hope with this award at their ribbon cutting, and I got to see how the organization meets the needs in the foster community. And Renee knows that I'm here to do a story today about Resources of Hope. But what she doesn't know is that we're also here to do a story about her.
People gather outside to celebrate a new beginning for an organization with a big heart.
So I wanted to get you when there's an audience, so I thought this was the perfect event. So congratulations. Thank you. So let's give her a round of applause.
A colorful mural leads people inside to the bottom floor of this brick building off Whiteland Road. Inside you find toys, clothes, toiletries, and people like Renee making a difference.
I see people who have hammered down there and laid floors, and I see foster parents who are making a difference in our community every day.
Fostering takes a village, and the need is great.
Indiana on every day has over 6,000 kids that are wards of state, and that's heartbreaking.
Many kids and teens come with nothing more than the clothes on their backs.
As kids continue to grow and seasons change, they're able to come back to the closet.
But Renee and Resources of Hope help meet more than just material needs. The organization provides programming for teens and training for parents.
What does it mean to you to have this facility open, knowing that you can serve so many more families?
With this relocation, we expanded our physical space almost 3 times. What that means is our Teen Connect for our teenagers in care, we don't have to turn them away anymore.
People like Catherine Huber, a Marian University student and former foster teen.
It was just a lot of like growing and just figuring out like who I was while also figuring out like who my parents were and where I was living, what I was doing.
At 13, Catherine was placed in foster care and says she feels blessed that at 15 she was adopted by her foster mom, who also founded Resources of Hope. She says being a teen in the system is tough, but Teen Connect through Resources of Hope is where she found her footing.
And it's basically where we just come together with a bunch of teen girls and you just live life together.
The boys group and girls group meet once a month and they paint, learn basic skills, make bracelets, watch movies, and more.
And that really helped me. Yeah, just 10 out of 10 recommend.
We have been fostering for a little over 6 years.
Jason Kempf and his wife opened their Greenwood home and family to fostering.
So you kind of prepare your heart for, we're going to love them, we're going to invest everything we can into them, and then eventually we're going to see them go home. Hi, he's smiling. Mwah.
But for Eva, their first placement, her journey led to adoption.
When she smiles, when she expresses joy, we know that it is pure, unfiltered joy. There you go. There's the smile. Hi.
Through Resources of Hope, Jason and his wife participated in training opportunities, and Renee helped them find adaptive clothing for Eva.
She has just been a huge champion for us to be able to just keep going.
And it's people like Renee who make up the village, and this Resources of Hope community becomes a family for kids in foster care.
There is just so much hope and love in this community.
The new location's in a visible spot right off Whiteland Road across from Whiteland High School, and the ribbon cutting was a perfect time to meet people in the community and just see how Resources of Hope help serve those foster families. So to get connected with Resources of Hope for help, maybe make a donation, you can click on this story. It's up at WRTV.com.
A dynamic duo focused on tackling food insecurity. Both men graduated high school and took separate paths that years later would have them helping hundreds of families in need. These Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good recipients are friends with a fierce push to make sure there's food on the table.
You got half of them done already? Not only are we feeding people here today, but we're feeding people throughout Johnson County.
Eric Luger's Now and Then. Jake Sappenfield, Before and After.
It's become a fabric of who I am.
Both men grew up in the same city, graduating from Franklin Community High School in 1998, the same year Google was created. A dozen eggs cost about $1. The average price of gasoline, $1.15. Fueled by a love of community, both would end up years after college finding separate but common ways to volunteer and lead.
Anybody can be involved. It's just have a giving heart. Understand that there's people out there struggling, but anybody can be involved in this. This is my home. This community gives me and my family so much, and you feel like a responsibility to give back to those in need. Once you get your order down, 4 at a time, whatever it may be, then the person in the back will just send the next 4 cars up.
Eric, in his 3rd year, leads an army of volunteers.
There you go, pulled pork. All right, 3 fried chicken and 3 pork chops.
Got pork, chicken, and pulled pork. Many are Rotarians who support the Jim Rhodes Memorial Hog Roast. Vehicles line up quite a distance for the annual fundraiser.
Okay, thank you so much. Take care.
And finding an empty seat inside Scott Hall is quite a challenge. People make a donation which benefits efforts to confront hunger. The money from the roast, which usually raises more than $50,000, is split among 2 groups, a local food pantry and the Good Cheer Fund. That's where his high school buddy Jake steps in. For the past 13 years, Jake has overseen the fund, which provides food baskets to about 900 people in need. The deliveries made by volunteers right before Christmas weekend.
I think that if someone's hungry, very little else matters. And so, looking at my community, I don't want anybody to feel that way.
So in the middle of this fundraising feast,
I seriously want to thank you all. We love this event.
A nearby chair allowed me to raise attention and put the spotlight on a dynamic duo.
On this day, please join me in a round of applause for our 2 Jefferson Award winners, Eric Lugers and Jake Sappenfield,
whose good works are worthy of celebration.
Mr. Mayor, Ms. Rosie, present them with their Jefferson Awards, and congratulations!
Definitely not seeking any glory. Proud as can be to be involved with Jake and all that he does in this community, and we'll continue to do it years to come. This is an honor, but I mean, just really what we do is kind of that's all we need.
Two guys from the same high school whose lives went in separate directions and found themselves embracing a similar call to service.
Congratulations to Eric and Jake. They plan to work together once again this year and remain being that dynamic duo.
We encourage you to nominate someone in your life who excels in community service. Help us recognize their hard work at WRTV.com/Jefferson Awards.
I'm Jeffrey Harrison, inviting you to help us honor outstanding Hoosiers with the prestigious Jefferson Awards. Citizens Energy Group makes public service part of our culture. We're proud to partner with WRTV to recognize unsung heroes who volunteer to multiply good in our communities. Nominate someone you know at WRTV.com, then see their inspiring stories on WRTV News.
The Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good, sponsored by Citizens Energy Group.
Giving back and making a difference.
Being the partner of United Way's All-In Day is such an uplifting experience.
It feels good to volunteer today because we are helping the most vulnerable population in our community.
This is awesome. If we're making someone else's day easier and we're doing it as a team, it's a win-win, win-win-win-win.
Gives all of our folks a chance to kind of stop and say this is why we do what we do.
WRTV, it's great because every year we can count on them.
WRTV is all in.
At WRTV, we listen to all, we respect all, we recognize all. WRTV is an ally to everyone. Our communities are filled with different people. We are knocking down walls while striving to build bridges in our communities to connect and celebrate each other. Together we see, we listen, we learn. We know there is power in belonging. WRTV represents all.
If you are concerned with paying your bill, help is available. Our team at Citizens Energy Group can help connect you to assistance programs. We all need help sometimes, and at Citizens, we're here to help you.
Finding the impact and the stories behind the headlines.
I'm Nicole Griffin with WRTV.
That's a great shot too.
I'm Rafael Sanchez. That story coming up on Good Morning, Indiana.
Showing a community coming together.
This is my neighborhood. I care. I care about these kids.
What does the I-69 finish line mean to the state of Indiana?
Put yourself in a place of safety, lowest level, stay away from windows.
A year-long WRTV investigation is prompting big results.
The Indiana State Board of Accounts started auditing after our investigations aired.
The tradition. That's Indianapolis.
The most famous 3 feet in sports.
In-depth coverage of the biggest stories in central Indiana.
Live team coverage at the State House.
WRTV represents all. Equity, diversity, and inclusion, empowering and making meaningful, positive change.
Welcome back. You're watching the Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good special on WRTV.
What better way to come together and fight something together so that we all win together than just sharing the love?
That's a philosophy Rita Green lives by. She has a record of dedicating her life to serving and helping others in our community, and I have the privilege of sharing Rita's story.
She's writing their name right now.
In Rita Green's world,
I love it.
One act of kindness spurs another.
Thank you for coming.
Giving back to others fills her life year-round. She's the CEO of the nonprofit The Resource Hub.
All right, that's a little better.
As a woman in charge, Green serves Hoosiers in our community who need a helping hand.
We assist with utilities, with rent assistance, anything that people with children that have disparities need.
So far, her work through the Resource Hub has helped more than 7,000 families.
Back again. All right.
One example is during the December Christmas Give Back event, where families receive free food, prizes, and gifts for children.
Ooh, what you got? Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that looks nice, Jaden. My passion comes from being a family that was in need.
Her generosity launched after her 26th birthday. That's when she went to St. Vincent Hospital with cancer. Doctors told her she had 3 months to live.
It was a very traumatic experience.
During those 7 months in the hospital, she coded or died twice. Doctors brought her back to life. Family and nurses stood by her side.
Laying in my bed, fighting for my life. And they walk in with Christmas for my children. And they gave gas cards for my parents for the commute because they had to drive 45 minutes every day to come and see me.
Medical staff surprised Rita and her kids with Christmas in the hospital.
Such an amazing gift from a stranger. My first thought was everybody has to experience this once in their life. I know, this is my baby. Oh, hi, Dad.
Cancer-free now, she uses her second chance at life to give others a second chance through her 13 years of work at the Resource Hub.
And I'm so thankful for all of the volunteers, all of the donations that come in. We could not do it without that.
The work takes her and her team 50 hours per week, and it's changing Hoosier lives.
You're like, okay, this is why. I stayed up all night. This is why we cried. This is why we were in the community. This is why.
Sharing her spirit.
Oh, and you're left-handed. That means you're super smart.
Hugs and hope. Rita is the perfect Jefferson Award recipient for multiplying good.
We want to thank you for all that you've done, and specifically award you with the Distinguished Jefferson Award for multiplying good in our community.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a moment to pause and appreciate this change maker.
I think it's just wonderful, because there's, we're here for a reason, and she's found her reason.
I really appreciate what she does because it's a lot of needs that need to be met with kind hearts, and Rita did that.
Oh man, she has a heart of gold.
Whose work is far from over and keeps multiplying goodness in the Hoosier world.
Thank you so much.
Thank
we appreciate
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Rita says the Resource Hub will have a big Christmas giveaway at Spotlight Indy on December 16th.
Vonnie Sharma's passion for serving the community started at a young age, and now she hopes to encourage other young people to get involved and make a difference in their communities.
You first have to find the pair. So find the pair of shoes that you have.
Sorting, collecting, and donating shoes. It is one of the many ways Vonnie Sharma gives back.
I love that we can do it as a group. I think that's the biggest thing that I love about coming to Changing Footprints.
Since 2017, she's collected more than 10,500 pairs of shoes. But the 16-year-old Fishers High School junior developed a passion for volunteering when she was just in kindergarten.
It's such a fulfilling experience being able to serve, but also gain a lot of gratitude yourself as well.
It all started after her sister had brain surgery and her family spent time at the Ronald McDonald House.
We just saw how much hope those volunteers gave, and although I was really small, I could definitely experience how they made me feel.
Vonnie now runs a service initiative called EASE, which stands for Educate, Achieve, Smile, and Empower. She's currently working with over 20 organizations with a focus on spreading kindness. She has a goal to encourage even more youth to get involved to make a difference.
So that's truly our mission with EASE, recognizing that age is no barrier to what we can accomplish.
When I met her, I knew that she had like a motto to do good for everything. And I just had a really great time hanging out with her, and she taught me a lot.
To know that they are doing authentic service work. This isn't pretend, this isn't show. They are actually sorting shoes that will go and help somebody.
In January, Vonnie was awarded Miss Indiana Teen Volunteer. The scholarship program focuses on empowering young women through service. But that is not the only award Vonnie is receiving. We are not only here today to honor you and the work that you are doing here in the community and the difference that you're making, but we are also here today to present you with the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. This is an award given to people who are making a difference in our community, and you were nominated because you have been giving back and making a difference since you were in kindergarten. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to put it on you.
My message for the youth is to just realize that they have so much potential within themselves. I mean, I'm a living example of that. And, I truly just want people to recognize that, if I can do it, they can do it too. And just be able to create that impact and help more lives as well.
Bonnie also collected coloring books, snacks, and crayons for a donation drive that benefited Ronald McDonald House Charities.
Her idea became her life's work, and she's changing lives. We celebrate a woman who is providing a safe space to land for children and young adults who don't have their own place to call home. Her selfless work has earned her a Jefferson Award for multiplying good.
Ruby Bridges was born in a small cabin near Tylertown, Mississippi.
Ebenetia Bowles reads a story to a couple of the kids she has come to care about at the Boys and Girls Club.
I'm a mentor, so I mentor 4 boys and a girl right now. Ruby walks slowly for the first few blocks.
It's one of her ways of giving back.
I mentor him, and they're actually brothers. Oh, nice. So these are 2 of the boys that I mentor, and I have one more named Braylon.
Hi there. She's only 22, but has already been through so much in her young life.
I was considered homeless in the eyes of the school.
Circumstances and tough choices left Ebenetia without a place to call her own when she was finishing high school. But she had already met a woman who had a vision who would change her life.
She visited me at school at least once a week, and anything that I needed, we would handle that. That's how I found out about 91 Place Living, where I was. She gave me the opportunity to come live there when I didn't know what I was going to do.
She is Jenna Schaefer, a woman who has dedicated her life to helping young people in disadvantaged situations. Jenna was a caseworker working with homeless high schoolers, but had a dream and just enough cash and support to create a sanctuary called 91 Place.
These kids are an extension of her family. She pours her heart and soul into what she's doing at 91 Place.
Sometimes it can be hard to express it and just get the words to say it, but she's done a lot for me.
Jenna's vision, 91 Place, saved Ebenetia and dozens of other people around Ebenetia's age. It's a growing transitional housing program serving young people between the ages of 17 and 22 who are homeless.
So it's not just providing a roof, it's providing a family for these kids.
People have somewhere like a safe place to go, and just feel love. Like all of my time being in there, I've definitely felt love.
Hard work, dedication, fundraising, advocacy, grant writing, all help to grow 91 Place, which not only is expanding to include 3 homes, but also offers assistance to help young adults return to school, to find jobs, and to obtain their own housing. It provides mental health resources and therapy.
She's not doing it for a face on a billboard or anything. She's doing this to serve and to empower these other human beings, to dignify these youth that have just many times come from such tragedy.
It's why Karen Adamowicz nominated Jenna. So,
open the door and I'm gonna go in.
First?
Yeah.
Okay. We surprised her.
These are actually for you. What?
Hi, Jenna.
Hi.
I'm Mark Mullins from WRTV.
Okay.
And you were nominated for the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good because of the selfless work that you do for so many young people in our community. And we thought that you needed to be recognized for the work that you do. So congratulations for receiving the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. Congratulations. Jenna thought she was meeting staff to talk about fundraising.
Wait, we're not actually having that? Oh my God.
Instead, we talked about the mission she's on.
I love what I get to do. I love cultivating family, and I just love knowing that, we run a home, but it's a family. Me and my husband and my daughter spend all of our holidays there. And to me, it's so much more than just a nonprofit or a passion project or something. It's just our life.
Ebenetia says she's not ashamed she was once homeless.
I've built so many relationships. I accomplished so many goals. It's amazing.
Her path led her to a hero who works in the trenches, a hero who showed her how big a heart can really be.
I really love Jenna. I do. She's done so much for me. She really has. And I really want her to know that.
Last year, 91 Place received a $3 million grant from the city of Indianapolis as part of the city's violence reduction program. As it expands, Jenna needs help. She's looking to hire house mentors, case managers, and therapists. Ebenetia tells me one day she wants to return to 91 Place as a house mentor herself. Jenna was also selected as our nominee to represent Central Indiana at the national ceremony in New York City. Since she had just had her baby days before the event, Jenna was not able to make the trip to the Big Apple. So we made sure she received her award during a special visit to her Indianapolis home.
More than 1,000 people are featured across the country every year by media partners for the Jefferson Awards, and only 5 are selected each year to receive the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Award for Outstanding Public Service. So congratulations, we're all very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
We presented the gold medal to Jenna at her Indianapolis home. Typically, recipients receive the prestigious award in person during a gala. But Jenna couldn't attend Wednesday's event in New York because just days ago, she and her husband welcomed a new member to their family, a baby boy named Josiah, whom we are sure is already very proud of his mother.
I mean, it's so humbling. There really aren't words, I feel like, to describe the recognition of this. When it's also something that like you don't do for recognition. So it's when you get the recognition, it's like, what do you do with it? And yeah, I mean, it's a huge honor. It's a privilege to be able to talk about like what 91 Place is doing and the impact we're having on the community and that kind of stuff too. So I think overall, the word I would just say is humbling.
A lot of people are inspired by the stories that come out of this, and your story is so inspiring as well. And so as people see the work that you're doing now on this national level, what do you hope they take away from? What kind of inspiration do you hope they take away from this?
I mean, I hope people could just know that they can have the same impact in their community. Like what I started and what we're doing is just creating relationships and redemptive relationships that can reinstill hope into people's lives. And it's like, you don't need to be anyone special to do that. You just need to have like an open heart and a willingness to love people where they're at. And a belief that they can be whoever they want to be. And so I hope people are just inspired to take that and bring it to their own community and create change there.
We hope these stories of heroes making a difference inspired you to make a change in your neighborhood. If you know of someone in your community who takes the time out of their busy day to make other people's lives better, please nominate them right now for the Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good. Just go to WRTV.com/Jefferson Awards. On behalf of all of us here at WRTV, thank you for watching.
Bill is quite common. That's why Citizens Energy Group helps connect customers to assistance programs. Visit our website to find resources or call our customer support to discuss payment arrangements.
You don't have to be in those kind of roles to do good deeds and spread kindness.
Give it to me, Chief. What is it?
We are about to surprise Maddie.
Were we doing peace signs? Plug in to help them.
Wow.
What went into making this decision?
To see people filing out with their hands up was simply chilling.
Your program has made a difference for so many people.
So that's a big economic boom.
Why does it mean so much to you?
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Back at you.
If you or someone you know needs help paying their Citizens Energy Group bill, help is available. Learn about our Warm Heart, Warm Home Foundation and find other resources at citizensenergygroup.com/help.